What's up, everybody? So you see, I do listen to you guys when you leave comments. This last time, you guys have been leaving comments. You want me to do the Dragonman from the Fantastic Four Classic. So here it is. But before we get started, I gotta have me a Bud Light. Get this started right. Anyways, let's take a look at this package here. Oh, this beer is so good, dude. Oh, yes. Nice and cold. Anyways, we're not reviewing the beer can here. We are reviewing the Fantastic Four Classics Dragonman. This is the package he comes in. I have about 3 of these as well. He roughly runs for about, gosh, a little over... People are trying to sell him for $250 mint on card. But if you get an auction going, usually he sells for about $150 to $170 on card. This was the Fantastic Four Classics that Toybiz released. Gosh, we'll take a look at the year. I can't remember the exact year, but they released the Fantastic Four in the Ultimates costume, which to me, this was my favorite Fantastic Four Classics line. I'm figuring if you guys want, I can review all of these figures that were in that line, including the Thing, which I thought was it's one of the best things out there. Although his articulation is a little limited, but the sculpt is really nice. Anyways, so here's the package. This was Series 2, which was released. Only a few were released and never really made it out. That's why Dragonman is so rare. Anyways, let's take a good look at the sculpt here from top to bottom. This guy is about 7.5 inches tall. And really he's supposed to be, gosh, but I think it's 9 feet in the comics, I believe. He does have an opening and closing jaw hinge. Let's go ahead and turn this guy around. Get a side profile here. A lot of good detail has been put into Dragonman. I mean, it's really, gosh, it's such an awesome sculpt. The cool thing about Dragonman is there's the hinge. The closer you get, the better he looks. He has a lot of hidden detail. I mean, amazing. His head has really good rotation, can look all the way down, looks up. His wings, a lot of people have bought the one without the wings and have replaced it with Annihilus wings, but really these wings are just so different in comparison. I mean, they're really awesome. The tail is also has a bendy wire in it and has these overlapped scales that were sculpted on. Let's get these wings off and take a better look at his back. Now these wings on there, they fit pretty good. Those ball joints are really tight, so they pop on and pop off really good, and you can pose them around without them falling down. But anyways, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the back here. The back, just a lot of detail. Like I said, the sculpted scales are just really intriguing when you look at it. It's just scales sculpted one on top of the other. A lot of different wrinkles and grooves, and I mean, this was what Toybiz was known for: great sculpts, and this is no exception here. Awesome figure. Anyways, even down to the scales on the arms, legs, the chest here, just really intricate. He does have his waist swivel, ball joints, those nice, good, famous Toybiz ball joints where you can move the figure all the way around. The joints are real tight on this guy, real tight. He's got a single joint in the kneecap. Here's the thing about this figure: I hardly move it around, and the joints are just really tight on there. He's got no ankle pivot at all, which kind of sucks, but his leg goes forward and backward. He's got that simple joint, and he's got a toe hinge. Now here's the cool thing about this toe hinge. It actually goes down pretty far. See that right there? Looks like he can almost grab something while he's flying between the 2 feet there, but does have some good articulation there on that toe hinge, and it goes up a little bit as well. I kind of put it flush so that the nails are flush with each other. That way he stands straight. Same thing with the other side. Here's the tail. The tail does have a bendy wire in it, and it does pop off. Turns all the way. It's got a little joint in there. You know what? I'll go ahead and pop it off for you guys. Go ahead and pop it off. So it pops off fairly good, and pops on fairly good. And you can see, guys, the detail in the tail, just amazing, man. Everything, the scales, the sculpt. I mean, it's just Toybiz at its finest, I would say. Here we've got the shoulder ball joints. We've got the bicep swivel as well. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? It's got even warts in between the scales, and you can really feel the detail on it. When I look at this figure, these are the kind of figures that Toybiz left me in awe. Like, wow, so awesome. The detail, the elbow. The joints on these figures tend to be less articulate for some reason on their bigger scale characters. They kind of do the Hulk joint where they just kind of put one single joint for the forearm. But here's where it kind of sucked for Dragonman. He's got one joint here, and it doesn't go all the way up. It goes down, but it doesn't go all the way up because of the joint, and it's got no swivel, no forearm swivel like most of the Hulks do. And that's really the only joint they gave it there. No forearm swivel, no finger articulation, just that one joint right there, right on his wrist. So that's probably the only gripe I have about this figure, besides the fact that I would have liked him just a little bit bigger. Let's get into the face a little bit here. You can see just the detail that was put into the face. My eyes on this figure got an exceptional paint job. I mean, it's just down to the T. They did such a great job with the iris and giving it that glare, almost bringing the character to life. Could have used a little bit more wash, but it's all good. The teeth, you can see the dry brushing on the teeth, the scales on the head. I mean, they just it's not old school comic accurate, but I mean the detail. I mean, even in the tongue, as far as sculpting the taste buds on the tongue, just tons of detail was put into it, and something that you would expect from Toybiz. The wings as well too are no exception to the rule, man. They just went out on the wings, giving it two slight orange colors on the inside, adding all the veins and detail to the wings, down to the claw, the backside also. The wing, like most of the veins that show on the back of the wing are in the front as well. And they even added little holes, to kind of give it character, like battle damage. And the wings are not symmetrical. They're both different. They kind of have damage here and there. Both wings are different, which is amazing. They didn't just sculpt two wings that looked exactly the same. They gave both wings character and different forms. No two wings are the same. So of course this figure looks a whole lot better with the wings on, and you see a lot of people will put the Nihilus wings on there, but this figure just looks so much better with its own wings. Here's a look again at the figure from bottom to top. Even the shorts there that were sculpted are pretty cool, but these wings just give him a certain look. The way they kind of hug the figure and complement the figure as well too. This character was created by Jack Kirby back in the day, and of course a lot of artists have different renditions of the character, and most of the artists would draw the character with an oversized head. What I liked about Toybiz was they actually toned down that head just a bit, and and kind of made it cool in a sense. The way they sculpted the figure kind of took away that overly large rounded cranium up top and just gave it this really cool look with these deep set eyes, if you compare it to most of the artwork. But damn, this is really actually Toybiz here. The sculpt is actually better than most of the artwork on most of these comics that came out. So the fact that they gave it their own twist is actually awesome, because as a customizer, that's what I like to do with my customs, is give it my own twist as an artist. But anyways, This is the Dragonman from the Fantastic Four Classics line. And once again, guys, thank you for tuning in on Super 6 Saturdays. I'm going to go ahead and finish my beer here. And throw in some requests, guys. I don't know, maybe I'll put a board and do something for you guys again. Thanks. Later.